Out with the old and in with the new. As the summer season wraps up, the endless treadmill that is seasonal anime churns ever forward, and we must turn our faces to the future to see what it is we're going to be watching in the fall. So we'll head over to AniChart. I like zooming it in so we just see one season at a time. It looks like we're in the correct fall 2019. We're sorting by popularity, which I think is fine. And yeah, I really don't know too much about what's coming out this season. I haven't really looked into it a whole lot. So hopefully there'll be some nice surprises in here. BNHA Season 4. Looks like it's covering the war against the Yakuza group, with Eri and the big raid. And, it's a good arc. Night Eye and Shisaki and stuff. Sure. Good for that. I probably won't watch it again just because I kind of just prefer reading the manga in this situation, but fine with that. Don't care about this. Don't really care about this. I mean, I've heard that this is good. It's just like a solid shonen series, but I don't know. I just have so many of those I'm already following. Alright. More shonen continuations. I've never been that interested in this one, but sure. Ooh, a third season of Psycho-Pass. I did not even know this was happening. I haven't seen the second season. I liked the first season alright. I didn't really get into it as much as a lot of other people did. It's just not kind of the tone and aesthetic that I'm generally into, but it was interesting. So maybe at some point I'll get all caught up on it. And yet another sequel, the third season of Chihaya Furu. I watched most of the first season. I really was enjoying it. My friend that I was watching it with moved away, so I kind of just like dropped it at that point, which was dumb of me. I should really go back and finish watching it because I really do think it's neat. If you don't know, it's all about them playing a game called 100 Poems? Is that what it's actually called, or does it just use the 100 Poems? But it's a really neat game. Basically, you have a grid of cards laid out before you. All of the cards have a poem on them. And then there's someone reciting these poems in kind of like a random order. And as soon as you recognize which poem is being recited, you have to grab that card or touch it before the other player. So it's a game that tests like a lot of different skills simultaneously. It has sort of elements of strategy. You have to kind of like prioritize certain cards. Like you have to figure out which ones that are close to you that you're going to be kind of like most likely to get. I don't know. It's really interesting. The way they depict it in this anime is fantastic. It's that like really wonderful mix of getting pretty in depth into the game, but then also giving a lot of focus and love to the characterization and struggles outside of the game. So, fantastic series. I hope it continues to be good. I hope I get a chance to catch up on it at some point. Oh my god, I don't even begin to care. So this is a Fate Go anime. It's not anything to do now with the original light novels, I guess. It's like a adaptation of a gacha spin-off of the expanded universe. Oh my god, I don't care. Okay, this is the first original show. This is the first one that's not a sequel or a spin-off or something. And I don't think I'm gonna care. Um, I don't know. I'm surprised this is ranked so highly in popularity. I don't know if it just means that the rest of the season is even more obscure or if there's something about this show that I don't know. But yeah, this doesn't really seem to interest me. Oh, the second season of Bokuben. Okay, that's fine. I tried to watch the first season because I thought it could be fun. Like, I really enjoyed the Nisekoi adaptation, and of course, Bokuben shares more of its lineage with Nisekoi than any other kind of rom-com series. But I don't know. I didn't really like the adaptation. It couldn't live up to Shaft's wonderful depiction of Nisekoi, so I dropped it, and I probably won't pick it up. But sure. この勇者が俺強いくせに慎重すぎる. Alright. Summons a hero to help her hard mode video game like world. don't know. That's kind of cute. Just seems like another very generic isekai kind of thing that I don't really care about. Production IG, sometimes pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. This seems like it could be fun, right? Like we got kind of a realistic feeling, a comedy, maybe some dramatic elements, kind of when you least expect it. Some bizarre murders. This is so far the show I'm most interested in. That's not saying a lot. So far this season is looking pretty dry. Uh, yeah, just the fact that it's production IG and it has like a realistic cityscape background and Kabukicho I think is an interesting area. Shinjuku I really like. Maybe it's worth considering. I mean, if the season is looking this dry, we got to watch something. Like we're not we're not gonna be watching this. No, no. Oh, Beastars? Dude, I forgot. I forgot this was getting an adaptation. Okay, I know basically nothing about this series except that the manga is consistently rated extremely highly by people that are really into manga. It's been selling like hotcakes. It's been like it's just a big storm. I almost don't want to learn anything more about it, just so I can kind of go into the anime a little blind. I'm a little curious about the Studio Orange. Oh, okay, Hoseki no Kuni. So is this also going to be CGI? It doesn't really look like it. And that's literally the only thing I've watched that they made, but you know, they did a great job with this. This is another extremely critically acclaimed manga, and they definitely stepped up and made an adaptation worthy of it. So I have a lot of reason to think this will be quite interesting. I mean, I gotta tell you, these character designs do like nothing for me. I'm interested in anthropomorphized animals. I'm interested in all of those kind of furry gray areas and stuff. I don't have like a kind of like an ideological line in the sand for what type of design I'll find acceptable or not. I mean, I read Tomomo-chan, the one about the high school Inari. But something about these, they're just kind of too like Disney-y. They're too cartoony, like Western style animal. So I'm like kind of, but I don't know. I have every reason to think this is good. I have a lot of faith in things like certain manga reviews and the scores on MangaDex and stuff that very rarely leads me astray. So at the very least, I'd like to see what the big deal is. So yeah, this is definitely going on the to watch list. Ah, this is a show I meant to watch. And then for a while, I thought maybe I'll just read the manga. So the manga is quite well regarded too. But I think the anime is actually more entertaining because you get footage of the actual games they're playing, which I think is just so cool. Um, so the first season of the anime I watched like 4 or 5 episodes of. I don't really remember why I dropped it. I think I was just very busy at the time. So if I get a chance, I'd like to catch up on this and watch the second season because it's a lot of fun. So basically, the premise is this guy thinks he's really good at video games. This girl is even better. It's set in like the late 80s, early 90s. So it basically just shows them going to arcades, playing various arcade games. He kind of explains what he thinks the dominant strategy is, and then he slowly learns the true depth of the game, that he has only perceived the very outer edge of it. It's quite a lot of fun. So yeah, this is like I wish I could, but I gotta catch up first, just like Chihara Furu. No Guns Life. He just transformed into a gun. For a while, I really liked the line, like, and then you become a gun, or I have become the gun. And it was because I was watching like E3 press conferences. I was watching like the Sony and stuff ones for God knows why. And there's so many FPSs. And it always is like they play this long cinematic trailer. And the whole time I'm like, this is just another stupid FPS. Like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. And then inevitably, at a certain point, the character just becomes the gun. Like, it transitions into the first person view. And then all you can see of your character, whom you were supposed to have some sort of connection with during this intro cinematic or whatever, just becomes a gun, just the gun bobbing around in the center of the screen, as so many games are, as just a unfatigable number of games are. Anyways, it really distresses me. I thought I would make like a harsh noise album called I Have Become the Gun or something. That might be fun. Anyways, this doesn't interest me at all. It's Madhouse though, so it could really be good, but it doesn't. No, I would be surprised if I ended up watching this. What would you do if a girl you're interested in would confess to you? On top of that, what if there was another girl as well? A cool upperclassman adored by the whole school, and your cheerful, energetic childhood friend. I bet you would be over the moon. Thing is, what if there was an unexpected problem about the contents of that confession? So it's like, when I see people who don't really know much about anime talking about anime, it seems like in their mind there's just a dichotomy between like Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, and Attack on Titan in one side, and then everything else is just like indistinguishable from this. It's just this show over and over and over again. And I always wonder like why is it that they think this? And then I think like maybe people who are just trying to understand what anime is about and they're just kind of watching like random shows. The odds are they're going to end up watching something like this instead of something like Eurocamp, right? Because there's just so much more of this than something like Eurocamp. And it's like, okay, I can kind of understand like where they're coming to this conclusion. I just, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna feel bad if somebody's like, no, this show is actually amazing. You should read it. It has all of the emotional depth and thrilling climaxes of Kaguya-sama. It really gets into the psyches of even the side characters and really pulls you into their passions and their relationships. It's like maybe I sure doubt it though. What is this based on? Like a manga, a light novel, and then a manga. Studio Connect. Yeah, I don't think this could be very good at all. Basketball. I haven't heard of this series before. It's kind of cool though. I'm always glad that there's like sports shonen happening because I see the appeal for people who play that sport. I like to see all of the sports kind of continually represented so that people who play those sports can have a compelling story or there are avenues to get into those sports. Like you read a basketball manga and you're like, yeah, maybe I'll play basketball. But I personally have never really gotten that much into sports shonen because I am not a sporty guy. That might shock you. Okay, 7 high school students that got caught in an airplane accident wake up in a middle-aged, like, fantasy different world where magic and beast man exist, but they do not panic at their current situation. They built a nuclear plant in a world without electricity. Well, I guess this is kind of fun. It has kind of like a Dr. Stone sort of appeal, in that they all have like cheat code level skills in certain regards, and they're like rebuilding the luxuries of modern society in the fantasy worlds. I don't know. Yeah, there's various things that appeal to me about this premise, but this is not. None of this adds up to a show I want to watch, though. All right. Second season of Radiant. I don't even know what that is. When she turns 10 years old, Adele von Asham is hit with a horrible headache and memories of her previous life as an 18-year-old Japanese girl named Kurihara Misato. That changed her life abruptly. However, when Misato died trying to aid a little girl and met God. Okay, so it's a little twist on isekai, I guess, because like she's already been isekai'd, and then only later does she remember that she's been isekai'd. I think this is like, didn't I tell you to give me average abilities in the next life? Yeah, I see this manga sometimes popping up, or this, I guess it's a light novel? I don't know. I've definitely heard of this before. But no, I don't want to watch isekai. Suspense story centers around this guy, prosecutor, pharmaceutical, autonomous new zone. Oh, sounds kind of interesting. What is this studio? Oh, they did this. I still haven't watched this because it was released only in dub at first, and now I think probably the the Japanese vocals should be out, but I don't know. I'm not in the mood. I think I'm gonna have to be in a mood where I want to first rewatch FLCL because I would want to do that first, anyways. I haven't seen it in years and years and years, and then I would watch the sequels. So I don't know. Like this one could be good. What's interesting to me is that the source is a novel. It's not a light novel. Usually they'll say light novel. This time it just says novel. You see? What's up? What's up with that? That means it's literary. That means it has to be good. Well, I don't know. It's one to like keep an eye out. It's one that I hope like a friend of mine will watch and then tell me if it's good. Second core of Kono Oto Tamore. I don't know what that is. Oh, they're playing kotos. That's kind of cool. Or there's something else that this instrument is sometimes called, like samshion or something. I don't know. Sure? No, don't care. Yeah, the first season of this was like a long time ago, wasn't it? In spring 2017. It's crazy. Why it take so long? I guess maybe now that the fighting game is coming out, they're trying to rejuvenate interest. So it was like maybe, but it was announced in 2017. I don't get it. I don't care. Pets. Psychic suspense story revolves around people who possess the ability to infiltrate people's minds and manipulate memories. I don't care. Never heard of this studio. Oh, they did Golden Kamuy. So this is like a very, very critically acclaimed manga. I'm kind of interested in reading it. I heard the adaptation was pretty rough, though. They didn't really live up to what people were hoping for. Is my understanding that's kind of like just the general consensus I've heard, but I don't know. I haven't read it or watched it, so what can I really say? Fairy Gone, I've never heard of that. Coming of age in a boys' high school soft tennis team, which is on the verge of shutting down. Hey, what? This actually sounds alright. I like these character designs. I like tennis. Looks a little dramatic in this banner. Looks a little dramatic here, but then in all the character profile pics, they're all like kind of smirking and smiling. So you know we get it a little emotional balance here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just desperate at this point. I think I've found like Beastars, and like that's it for shows I could like actually see myself watching this season. The studio, well, they did Yamano Susume. I like that. That's about it for things I've seen. What a weird lineup of shows. Yamano Susume, Infinite Stratos. Meh. Well, I don't know. It could be good. It's something to consider, at least. Which is more than I can say for second core of Fairy Gone. Or second season of Grand Blue Fantasy. I wonder why they use core sometimes and season other times. Like, it probably actually has some sort of distinction. To me, a 2-core is like 2 seasons back to back that the show is running, like a 24-episode season. But I wouldn't say that's like, I wouldn't say that like Hidamari Sketch 365 is the second core of Hidamari Sketch. I would say it's the second season of Hidamari Sketch. Anyways, why is this like 27 when there's like 5 other isekai shows that just sound like strictly less fun than this one? Like, I'm not gonna watch this because you know my standards for watching isekai are just impossibly high now. But this at least sounds like fun. See, that sounds like something different at least. It's not just another way too self-serious isekai where like people run around and have big dramatic shouting matches at each other because the artist watched Game of Thrones once. New adaptation of Mugen no Junin. This is who did this manga? This is like a really classic manga. Oh, that's not who I thought it was. Maybe I don't know about this one. I think I'm getting it mixed up in my head with something else. Every once in a while they do something like this. They'll adapt like quite an old manga that's been finished for quite a long time. And I've never really understood why it's happening now, like why not at any other time. I guess they've already adapted it a few times. Now they're going to do it again. And then it's always these like fairly kind of no-name studios. Hey, what's this? Wait, no. Wait. Yes? Wait, yes! What? Yes! I didn't know these were their hair colors. Wait, I guess we'll get to this later. But yeah, it's like, why this studio? Why is it getting the rights to do this? Like, what? I don't know. What? This is a weird studio. I don't know what I'm looking at here. This is all over the map. Oh, this is a dearly beloved show to me. Oh, okay. Just getting more and more confused. Anyways, I don't think I'll watch this. It sounds very violent. Sally. Oh. Oh. Okay. Huh. Alright. Yeah, that seems okay. I mean, it's isekai, but the theme is like much more interesting to me than most isekai. Making books in a fantasy world. I remember actually I found this recently because I was looking for another similar series. The one I was looking for wasn't isekai. It was just about a witch that like publishes books in a fantasy world. It's not like they're reborn or anything. They just are a witch and they live there for their life. So yeah, I think this was the one that I found while I was looking for that, and it seemed like it was pretty well liked. Man, am I so desperate this season that I'm going to watch an isekai show? Oh my god. Oh my god. This looks like some sort of kids show. Yeah, okay. This looks... Okay. Sure. There's always quite a few shows like this, aren't there? Kind of like cop, maybe some supernatural things, like kind of a gritty feeling. I don't really know anyone who watches these with any sort of dedication. Occasionally, like some friends of mine were watching Copcraft, I think it's called, from last season, and they were just like, "Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun." It's like, okay, all right, it's here. Okay, so I didn't know this was happening. I didn't know this was happening at all. So already I'm so happy. This is an adaptation of After School Dice Club, which is a manga that we've been reading on this channel for quite a while now. It's really, really lovely. They play real board games, which is super exciting. They dig down into the actual strategies and stuff behind them. The characterization is great. It's like kind of subtle, but the moments where we actually kind of delve into the girls is genuinely heartwarming. You know, they don't kind of skimp out on that aspect just to focus on the board games. A really just lovely, balanced series. I've learned a lot about board games through it. Really interesting stuff. Just can't praise it enough, pretty much. And now it's getting an adaptation. Like, hell yeah. So I saw this earlier when we were looking at this studio, and I was like shocked. Like I couldn't even comprehend what I was looking at. Because I guess I just haven't looked at the color volumes before, but I didn't think this was like the color of her hair. And neither here or it was only when I saw the board game store manager, who's like the buff bald guy, that I was like, oh no, it is actually that. Yeah, no, I probably did know that her hair was this color. Anyways, I kind of feel like this is probably not going to be all that great as an adaptation. It looks like it's going to be pretty cheap. The studio doesn't seem that strong at making like anime that looks good or moves around a lot. So when I first saw this, I assumed it was going to be a short, and I was a little disappointed. But it looks like it's a full-length series, so we're definitely watching this. Even if it was like a season of normal strength, I would definitely pick this up. Because even if it's weak as an adaptation, I think it'll still just be a lot of fun to watch them play board games. Yeah, so there we go. We're getting there. See, I always gotta have faith, because people have no taste. People's taste is so bad, so the good shows are gonna sink to the bottom. The treasures lie deep down. Like, look at this. Oh my god. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe this is good. Okay, hold on. So, rifle shooting club. I'm not really into guns. In fact, I'm really not into guns. Like, I really don't like gun culture and gun fetishism and stuff. But these kind of old style rifles, where it's like the least effective way to actually hurt somebody as far as guns go, I guess I'm a little more forgiving. And here's the real appeal. Studio 3 Hertz is pretty nuts. Like, I'm looking forward to this. This sounds crazy. I really liked Princess Principal. Flip Flappers was good. Flip Flappers is great. What am I saying? I tried to like this, but I couldn't. But, like, there's various reasons where I might have. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to try to pick this up. Is it an adaptation? There's a manga. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah. Could be good. It's worth a shot. I mean, we don't have a whole lot else going on. I don't know, Reverse Harem. It could be kind of fun. You got Chunibyo stuff going on. It's kind of fun. Studio Dean can often make some pretty funny shows. No description. Well, it looks like some light novel. Oh, a manga, apparently. Or not light novel, visual novel, I meant. This definitely looks like a visual novel cover. Phantasy Star Online 2 is getting a anime. Alright. Fine. Kendagawa Jet Girls. Alright, but what is it? I guess I gotta watch the PV. I'm always so weird, so scared that if I watch PVs that we're gonna get takedowns. That happened once before. I don't know. There's no boy, so that's encouraging. I feel like this is like a MOBA or something. It's just a MOBA hiding in secret. Like that stupid fishing one. Yeah, look at this. Look. This is an SSR. This is an SR. You have to roll for this. Yeah, I don't think so. No. Africa, no. Salaryman. What? Like, look at this. Why is this ranked? It's ranked so low that it doesn't even show the popularity ranking anymore. Unless I'm somehow hiding that part of the UI somehow. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a popularity ranking at all. It only has one favorite. Why? I mean, not that I really know too much about this. I think I've seen this manga before, just like scrolling around and stuff. But doesn't this look awesome? Doesn't this look like so much fun? Isn't this basically just Beastars again? Yeah, I mean, we gotta try it. Look at this. This sounds awesome. How could this be ranked so low? Just look at this picture. From this one picture, there's so much more personality and love than, like, this. What is this? Like, come on, you're really telling me you'd rather watch this or this than whatever the hell is going on here? Oh my god, what is wrong with people? Alright, this is some male idol thing, I guess. That's my guess. More Gundam build drivers. I've heard Gundam fans are sometimes super into this. The build drivers and other things. The SD stuff. Because it's all just really fan servicey and crossovery and stuff. So, I mean, good for them. That sounds like fun. Uh, okay. Shokujen. So this is like not Beastars, and this is not Food Wars. Good. Zoids is still being made apparently. Kaiju. Hey, well that's cute. Little kaiju hanging out together. Yeah, that's cute. I like it. It's the least popular show of the season. Less popular than this. Oh well, that's Gundam. Sorry. Then something that I already had forgotten existed, like this. I just feel so cynical today. Sorting by popularity really bums me out. Maybe we should stop doing that. I don't know what this is, but it looks fun. Banana. Banana. Hey, it looks cute. I kind of wished I'd watched the first season of this. It seems like it would be nice. Linden Films, making 3 things this season. Crazy. It makes me worried that After School Dice Club is actually a short. But I guess the fact that they know this one is a short makes me a little more confident. Anyways, this looks extremely stupid. And this is some idle stuff. Dr. Stone is continuing, that's cool. This is continuing, sure. Sure. I think this is an original story, so I kind of want to watch this. This I definitely want to watch, because Studio 3 Hertz is pretty nuts. And it looks really cool. I don't know what this is. Looks alright. Oh. Interesting. All of these movies and stuff. I'll probably watch this. Sure. Hey! I knew there was something else. I knew there was something else that was coming that I was interested in. So yeah, this is, I'm pretty excited for it. A really crazy series. I have no idea how much they're going to try to adapt in this OVA or how long the OVA is. It's really weird to me that they're making an OVA after all this time because the manga finished running like years ago. But whatever. It's a pretty crazy Yuri series, but it's a Yuri series nonetheless. And most of the aspects of it I like. The author of it has a new Yuri series running now that I think is quite interesting called like A Goddess Was Standing Before Me, about an office lady who falls in love with the doujinshi of someone who turns out to be a high school girl, and then hilarity ensues. Sure. I don't know. Oh, this sounds familiar. I feel like someone was telling me about this manga a bit ago. Whoa! What? That's crazy that they're doing this. Holy moly. Alright. Well, that's kind of interesting. I wonder I wonder if they can kind of replicate the art style of like really early Oda. Interesting. Look at this rare picture of Oda. This is one of like 3 pictures of Oda you'll ever see. He looks Puyo Puyo. Awesome. Oh my god, he's so great. Okay. What? I didn't know about this. I knew there was like a 15th anniversary OVA coming. Or actually, maybe that's already out. I should look for that. But I didn't know about this. This looks cute. Isn't this Megalobox? Uh-huh. What? Okay. Alright. We've dug through this season. Not a super promising season. Let's make our list. Scrolling. Beastars! Watch that. Very curious about this. Deliberately not reading the synopsis or anything. Because I want to go in super blind. See what all the fuss is about. Scrolling. Oh, this one we're going to check out. Hoshiyar no Sora. Scrolling, scrolling. Oh no. No, I'm gonna resist. I don't care. Yay. After School Dice Club. Rifle is beautiful. Ugh. What have I come to? Oh, and I think that's like it. Oh, yes. Easy. Good one. Yeah, that's it. Not a super exciting season. This is spoilers, but I kind of want to take a dip into 2020 just to feel alive again. This is the end of the decade, you know. These are the shows that we're left with at the very end of the 2010s. I'm a little disappointed, but maybe the next decade will start out strong. So let's take a peek. Haikyuu, of course, everyone wants Haikyuu. Quintessential Quints. I've never cared about this series at all. This I'm very interested in. I have like no idea what to think of this. The first animated Madoka spin-off. This is, I believe, one of the more popular spin-offs, this manga. The fact that Shaft themselves is doing it should be like a big boost of confidence in my book. But then Shaft really hasn't been doing very much lately. Like, look at this. This is very sparse. It's kind of scary. I don't really know what's going on. I've heard some pretty spooky things about internal things happening at Shaft, like a lot of discord and a lot of people leaving. So, I don't know. Oh my god, but like, look at this. Look at... oh my god, a masterpiece. A masterpiece. Okay. So, we'll just hold out hope. This could be good. This could be, like, really good. Like, it has the potential, but I'm not that optimistic anymore. I don't know what this is. I always thought that if there was ever, like, 2 bad seasons in a row, that I might just fall off the treadmill. Like, I might just kind of stop caring about seasonal anime. But, nope, this looks great. Alright, never mind, we're back in. Oh shit, I forgot about this. I did hear this was coming. This is, oh my god, it's Doga Kobo too? Okay, never mind. The treadmill is endless. We're back in there. See you in January. So this is a manga by this person, Kurdo, I don't know, who has made some of my all-time favorite Hidamari sketch doujinshi. And just in general is like a fantastic Yuri doujinshi artist with just these beautiful, sweet, warm, heartfelt stories. So this is their manga, which I haven't actually read any of it yet. I'd kind of like to, but then I heard the anime was coming, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll wait for that. And now I know that it's Doga Kobo doing it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So, yes, the anime is saved. Here we are. This is what I was waiting for. Not this. Not this. Not this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. Ooh, but this. And then especially this. Oh my god, just look at the poster. Are you ready for this? Slice of life about the stars? Alright. Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, this season, I don't know, but it looks like 2020 is off to an explosive start. All right, I think that's it. Please let me know. Are there any shows I really rudely overlooked or dismissed that you think I should give a second chance to? Please let me know before I am left on the wrong side of history. Yeah, I don't know. None of these seem like they carry that potential, honestly. Okay. Bye-bye for now.